YouTube! What's going on, Cybers? I have a response video today, right? Response video / challenge video / tag video, however you want to say it, but this is coming from a YouTuber, and I will link her channel in the description below, by the name of Shay. Now, Shay is an anime tuber, and she has very refreshing videos. Like, there's, of course, a lot of like anime tubers. All of them are great. They all do their thing, but Shay, she really does very, like, her channel. I've been subscribed for a while now, and I watch all of her videos. Very refreshing, very original, and they're enjoyable to watch. She has a very bright spirit, friendly personality, and I like watching her videos. So when I came across this challenge video of hers, it's just something like I was very interested in. I was like, okay, so cool, so I could do something like that. And the tag is anime firsts, so that's what we're going to be talking about here today. So the first question is, what was my first anime? My first anime and my favorite anime is and always will be Shaman King. I know. Nexus, how was Shaman King your first anime? Well, like I've stated before, I was born in 1995, so to a lot of people who was born later, y'all had, YouTube, and then, 4Kids TV, and then Funimation, Netflix, Hulu, Crunchyrolls, Crackle, all of that stuff. That didn't happen, okay? That wasn't a part of me in my childhood and a lot of people's childhood. So the only way we was ever going to watch anime was if we watched it on Cartoon Network, Disney Channel, and Disney Channel had this program called Jetix right after school. A lot of y'all will remember Jetix. For all my younger viewers, it doesn't exist anymore, but Jetix used to run the animes on Disney Channel, okay? And that's where Shaman King was. So Shaman King came right after school on the Jetix channel, and I think Jetix ran from like 2 to 5 or something like that, but Shaman King was there, and it was an anime. Well, it was an anime that I didn't know was an anime when I first started watching, but then when I got older, I saw Shaman King appear on a list of anime. I was like, oh snap, so I rewatched it, and then I really appreciated it for what it was as an anime in terms of plot, character development, storytelling. It's a phenomenal anime. If you watched it when you were younger and you haven't watched it again when you're older, I would highly recommend that you go back to it. Question number 2. What was my first shonen anime? Now, my first shonen anime, I had to go online to make sure it was a shonen anime first and foremost. And you wouldn't believe how many forum questions there are in regards to Inuyasha and if it's actually considered a shonen or if it's a shoujo. And nonetheless, I found it on my anime list. It's considered a shonen. So that's my first shonen. Like I said earlier, we didn't have all these streaming sites for anime. So what we had on TV was what we got. Unlike, Naruto, Bleach, One Piece, Pokemon, and I think that's all that was really on Cartoon Network at the time. All those shows ran like real early in the morning on Saturdays or real late at night when Adult Swim came about. Inuyasha, to the best of my knowledge, was the only anime that ran during the weekday, but you could only watch it at like between 5 o'clock a.m. and 6 a.m. Those were the only 2 times Inuyasha ran. So I remember waking up one early in the morning when I was younger, and my TV had been left on, so I had caught the ending of Inuyasha, and I was listening to it, and I was like, oh snap, this song is actually very interesting, like I like this song. So the next episode was about to play, so when the next episode played at like 5:30 in the morning, I was watching it, and I was just absorbed into the show, and I was like, yo, this show is amazing. Like, there's creatures out here, they're fighting, there's cussing, and I was like, oh snap. So then I had to start watching Inuyasha with my mom right now. My room, my mom, I was like, I'm not about to have her catch me listening to shows where they're cussing in it. So that was my first shonen anime. Question 3. What was my first anime movie shown in theaters? Now, I did some digging. I knew what the anime was, but I had to do some digging. So back in 2004, they released Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie in theaters. As a kid who loved Yu-Gi-Oh! I watched Yu-Gi-Oh! Up until Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. That's when I had to stop and cut it off, but that was like my childhood. Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, bring them to school. We would duel at lunch, duel at recess. That's what we used to do. So when I found out it was making the theaters, I was like, yo, I have to go see this movie. So I begged my mom and dad to go see it. And it wasn't just about seeing Yu-Gi-Oh! They had limited edition released cards from Yu-Gi-Oh! So if you saw the movie, I think a lot of people got the Shining Blue or the White Dragon card. But then you only got one per visit, so I had to go back the second time to get the Pyramid of Light card, and then I had to go back I think they released like 5 cards in total. But my mom and dad were like, yo, I'm not gonna take you back 3 more times to get 3 of the Sphinx cards. Nonetheless, that was my first movie that I saw in theater. I absolutely loved it, and it was I still have those cards. Question 4: first anime to make me cry. None. I've never once cried at an anime. Now, because I couldn't really answer this question, I felt like, you know what I'm saying, I ain't answered them all, so I replaced this question with first anime to make me mad. The first anime to make me mad, and I had to really think about this, but I still remember to this day, it was Pokemon. And Pokemon made me mad because I never really understood why Ash used to make 2 reasons. Ash used to make very stupid decisions, and even at that young age, I was like, yo, why are you sending your Pikachu out to fight an Onix? That didn't make sense to me. I was like, yo, you're the stupidest person I've ever met in my life. You don't deserve to be a trainer, and you are about to destroy your Pikachu with the dumb move of yours. And then the second reason it made me mad, Brock always felt the need to explain things that didn't need explanation. Like, he would just unnecessarily explain them. Pikachu gets hit with a mud shot, and Brock would be in the background. Oh no, ground types are super effective against electric types. Well, yes, Brock, we understand that. We've understood that for some time now. Why are you explaining this? Get back to the fight, please. Thank you. So yeah, Pokemon was the first anime to make me mad to watch animes, and yeah, I've never cried. Question 6: first harem. I didn't know the answer to this, but I know Ouran Host Club was one of the first animes that was in the first like wave of animes that I used to watch back on the Funimation channel. So I'm gonna just go with that one because it seems right. Question 6: first mecha anime. Like I've said, a lot of my anime first are animes that were shown on the Funimation channel. So my first mecha anime is Blue Gender. Blue Gender was an anime where this dude wakes up in like a kind of post-apocalyptic, not necessarily post, but they're at war with these blue monsters or creatures that have invaded Earth, and they have to fight them off in these mecha suits. It's something simple. The art style is kind of old, but nonetheless, the characters and the development and their personalities and demeanors are very apparent, and it's a good watch. You know, actually after this, I might go back and rewatch that. But yeah, it's definitely a good watch. If you haven't watched it, I would definitely recommend it to you. Question 8: first slice of life anime. I really don't watch slice of lives. They're just not my fancy. I know for a fact that I've seen 2 slice of lives, and the first slice of life is my favorite slice of life because it's about, well, I'm gonna just tell you, my first slice of life was Suzuka. I ran track basically my whole life, so when I found an anime about track and field, I was like, well, I have to watch it. And Suzuka was that anime. It's like 20 or some episodes. I even went back to read the manga because I knew the anime didn't finish the entire story, and so that's my first. It's really good, really interesting, and it's realistic. I mean, I don't watch enough slice of lives to say other slice of lives aren't realistic, but it's extremely realistic. Like exactly what you would expect from a high schooler. That's what happens. You might be in the comment section, that's all slice of lives, bro, but it just really hit home, and I love that show. First shoujo anime, Fruits Basket. I don't really watch shoujos. That's the only one that I have that comes to mind, and so that's what we're going with. Now, my first and longest anime was Digimon. It was Digimon, and I'm not just saying Digimon because I've already used Pokemon. I literally got into Digimon way before I got into Pokemon. I didn't get into Pokemon until Generation 3 when it was in the whole region. So Digimon for the longest time, and again, Digimon ran after school. Like all the animes that were on Cartoon Network primarily just ran in the beginning. It primarily just ran on Saturdays, Friday evenings, and like Saturday mornings. And Saturday nights was really where you were gonna watch those anime. Digimon ran after school on Jetix, so I could watch Digimon a lot easier than I could watch Pokemon. I was not a morning person. You were not gonna catch me up early in the morning to watch Pokemon at 7 o'clock. It just wasn't gonna happen. Now, question 11. My first mystery anime. Should be no surprise, but nonetheless, case closed. Still running to this day, well over 900 episodes. He still hasn't found this out yet, people. But it was still my first mystery anime, and I love it to this day. I don't know how they come up with these scenarios, but they do. Now, the last question was my first older anime. I have not watched old animes, people, I promise you. And if it's my first older, I mean, technically it's Dragon Ball. I didn't watch it in the originally released, but I guess I watched it eventually, and since it has the oldest date I could find on the wiki pages, then I'm just gonna have to say that. But I'm gonna just keep it a band with you. I have not finished Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, or Dragon Ball Super, or GT, or any of them in between, because I just cannot sit through them. But that is it for this video, everybody. If you enjoyed it, if you made it to the end, please like the video. It helps me out a lot. Subscribe if you're new. And if you will, please go check out Shay's channel. I will have it linked in the description. And like always, keep it safe, brother.